Hello guys, today we welcome all of you. Today in this video we will discuss about the 4G RRC connection establishment and all the related short questions about RRC connections and RRC protocol. Okay, before starting this video, if you are new on my channel, then subscribe this channel and don't forget to press bell icon for more RF related videos. Okay, so let's start. First, we try to know about what is RRC and what is RRC protocol. As we all know, RRC stands for Radio Resource Control Protocol. Okay, it is a protocol which is used in a 3G and 4G on air interface, and RRC is a layer that exists between UE. Here you can see that exists between UE and E node B, that is EUTRAN, and also it exists at the IP level, that is layer 3, that is a network layer. Okay, and we know that RRC protocol is specified by 3GPP in specification 25.331 for UMTS, and for 4G it is specified in specification 36.331. Okay, and we also know very well that RRC messages are transported via the PDCP protocol. Okay, now we try to know about its major functions. As the major functions of the RRC protocol include connection establishment and release functions, broadcast of system information, radio bearer establishment, reconfiguration and release, RRC connection mobility procedures, paging notifications and release, and outer loop power control. Okay, so now try to know about few questions about this. Okay, so let's see. The first question is, in LTE 4G CRNTI is allocated by. Answer is, in LTE, CRNTI is indirectly allocated by MAC layer, whereas in 3G RNC system, CRNTI, that is CRNTI means Cell Radio Network Temporary Identifier, is allocated by the RRC layer and indicates to the MAC layer. Okay, CRNTI can be allocated when a UE accesses a new cell with the cell update procedure. Okay, during random access procedure, MAC layer provides TCRNTI to the UE, and UE use this TCRNTI as a CRNTI after a successful completion of the RRC connection establishment procedure. Our next question is, what is the purpose of RRC connection establishment? Why this procedure performed? To establish SRB1 only. Okay, next question is, UE sends RRC connection request message to eNode B on which SIP? That is UE sends RRC connection request message to eNode B on SRB0. Our next question is, RRC connection setup message to the UE sent by. Okay, what is that which sends RRC connection setup message to the UE? That is eNode B. eNode B send the RRC connection setup message to the UE. Next question is, RRC connection setup message contains. What is that which is in which we see in this message? That is, RRC connection setup message contains all the RRC and MAC parameters to establish the SRB1. Okay, next question is, what is the purpose of RRC connection reconfiguration procedure? As we know, the purpose of this procedure is to establish, modify, release RBs and to perform handovers. Okay, to configure and modify measurements, NAS dedicated information may be transferred from eNode B to UE. Okay, our next question is, what are the IS configurations which is used in RRC connection reconfiguration? Okay, And answer is, in this procedure following broad level eyes are included, that is measurement configuration, NAS dedicated information, radio resource configuration, mobility control information, security configuration, UV related information. Okay, if UV successfully applied these configurations, it sends RRC connection reconfiguration complete, otherwise RRC connection reconfiguration failed. Okay, so in this video, that's all.